Ridley Scott's Alien is one of my favorite movies. It follows a crew of space travelers on an abandoned spaceship. Here in this world, nothing makes sense to our human mindset. The spaceship is seemingly made out of flesh, with otherworldly structures. The creatures, and especially the titular alien, feel, thanks to the design of H.R. Giger, very alien. It must have been a shock for the audience to see this film in the late 70s for the first time. Now we are quite familiar with this design, and it does not feel as strange anymore as back then. Ridley Scott even tried to explain everything later with his Prometheus films, which only made the Alien film less interesting. If you know everything about this world, then the wonder, the shock, the terror is lost. It feels remarkable to me that in 2023 a new show released where there's not only one alien creature, but a whole planet of otherworldly, never before seen creatures that truly deserve the word alien. This is Noob Navigator, and this video is about the alien world of Scavengers Reign. In the show, we follow the survivors of freighter spaceship Demeter 227, which stranded on the planet Vesta. We don't know quite yet how their ship got destroyed, but as the first dialogue made clear, rescuing them, or better their cargo, is not worth the effort. With this cold cost-benefit analysis, we immediately know the world of Scavengers Reign takes place in a corporate-controlled future. In stark contrast is the planet Vesta itself, with the sprawling wildlife and flora outside the control of human. At the beginning, the characters try to exploit their surroundings, survive, grow food, only to be pushed back by an uncontrollable force which they don't quite understand, in form of nature itself. In the show, we see the planet through 3 different viewpoints from survivors who stranded on the surface via rescue capsules. Their mission is clear: reach their crash-landed ship and try to flee. The characters seem cold-hearted at first, trying to reach their goal, always cautious about their surroundings, but never fully aware. In contrast to other sci-fi media, not everything on Vesta wants to kill you. Instead, you have a complex ecosystem with incredible things happening every other minute. At first, the characters simply kill and take what they need in order to build something or fuel a gadget with power. These moments feel bizarre, but also remind me of this Rick and Morty gag.
First, they take the dinglebop and they smooth it out with a bunch of schleem. The schleem is then repurposed for later batches. There's several hazards in the way. The blamps rub against the chumbles, and the plubis and grumbo are shaved away. That leaves you with a regular old plumbus.
I always wondered how plumbuses got made.
As their journey continues, awe-inspiring wonders of nature make the characters stop in their pursuit and just realize on which wonderful planet they are. Strangely, the first who realizes this is Levi the robot, firstly just standing there and daydreaming, and later understanding every little detail of the ecosystem, and finally becoming part of it. And slowly, the other characters seem to notice the wonderful treasures of this planet too, and are becoming more relaxed and more human. But the flora and fauna you don't understand is not always wonderful, but fucking terrifying. There are enough moments in the show I feared for the characters and was eager to see what was happening next. Like in the best horror films, the body horror of The Thing was certainly a big inspiration. For example, this plant who is taking your blood only to make a distorted copy of you. Or the spurs of this fungi who lets you relive the most horrifying moments in Akira.
Leave me alone!
Besides the body horror, there's always the constant nightmare of fighting giant creatures for survival. The concept of the show started as an Adult Swim short in 2016. Later, HBO ordered the 12th episode show with a production time of nearly 1.5 years. Originally, the producers of the show wanted to put more focus on the nature of the planet and therefore leave out the dialogue entirely, but quickly decided otherwise. The reason I mentioned this is the simple fact that they are one of the best dialogues and character developments I have seen all year. For example, Cayman, one of the survivors, forms a telepathic bond with an alien creature. In his visions, Cayman sees his wife Fiona and relives the false decisions in his marriage and career. ultimately leading to her death. He is plagued by guilt and the demand to prove himself, therefore introducing greed to the animal kingdom, as co-creator Joseph Bennett said in an interview. Cayman works great as an antagonist because he is someone you can relate to. The other characters are also far from one-sided. They struggle with anger, fear and self-confidence, and their voice actors do a fantastic job to deliver those emotions. The reason I'm making this video in the first place is the reason why I even started watching the show. I'm talking about the art style. The fine lines, the detailed strange environment and the soft color nuances are gorgeous. The first look at the show made me say it out loud. This looks like Möbius. The French comic artist created surreal, futuristic worlds on alien planets with a distinct art style. It is not only a simple homage to one of the greatest comic artists who ever lived, but in full motion, the art style of Scavengers Reign feels even more alive than Möbius' best work. I could talk about the show in more detail and praise it for like another 10 minutes, but I want you to experience it on your own. Cause a unique show where the creators had full control of their vision is rare to see in 2023 and truly alien. This is Noob Navigator. Thanks for watching.